Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome to a bit of a different stream tonight. It's the AMS2 Community Cup. It's Team MVRC versus a handful of other communities. It's at Bathurst in the Super V8. It's our combo. It's our choice. As you can hear, I'm in the Discord at the moment, but I'm co-commentating tonight. I'm a little bit. I'd rather be racing. I'm a little bit nervous, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Certainly looking forward to it. Looking forward to the race. But so you will have the director's viewpoint tonight from my stream, but there's also an official broadcast stream from Vrom Vrom. I will link that. It's that doesn't kick off, I think, till about 9 o'clock for the actual race. So we're going to get in the server for the practice and the qualifying. Driving for Team MVRC tonight is Dan, Harry, and the Blind Drifter. Yeah, no problem, mate. No problem. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I say, I'm a little bit nervous because it's different when you're commentating on your own streams. Like, you know, sometimes I'll go out of the races quite early, sometimes, and I end up commentating on the race. But when you do it on an official broadcast for someone, it's a little bit different. So I'm counting on you guys for a bit of moral support tonight, and yeah, it's all go. It's all go. Jim, if you wouldn't mind, could you put the password in the broadcast? Because I haven't been on Just Race. Yeah, perfect. I'm just going to change the screen. Just oh, I don't need to change the screen. I don't need to change the screen because it's I haven't changed the thingy just yet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I really am. Right, so yeah, let's... The practice server's still up at the moment. I'm a director tonight. Nice to hear that, Andre. Not sure who that was, but oh, it's Proximus B. Right, so 2 of our boys are in there already. Oh no, Harry's in. Very confident about tonight's race, guys. MVRC. Karazida. Karazida, I'm not sure if you're I don't know what's going on. Let's have a look. Have a look. Good luck, everybody. Right, where is what's that all about? This is the broadcast intermission music, guys. Maybe we'll come out of this for now then, shall we? Until we need to get in there. Get back into race comms. Just while practice is on, I think you'll be completely fine. What do I want to have a look at? All right, Andre's changed his thing to independent. That's perfect. Right, I've got a lot of windows going on at the moment. It's up for me. I've got it. No problem. No, I've not got it in OBS. I've just got it on the just as a thingy. Yeah, separate. Right, let's get out on track, guys, and have a look at our boy. So we can take this off, can we? Like, yeah. I need to keep abreast of what's going on here. How you doing, Trev? Nice to see you. Specs, hello, mate. Harry. Good luck tonight, Harry. Good luck tonight, Andre. Andre is driving as an independent tonight, guys. He is a Team MVRC driver, so yeah, we're cheering him on as well. We will go through the grid and just have a look at people that are out on track. Drew's out on track. Let's take a look at Drew. We can use the old fancy cams as well, look. Good evening, Jin. How are you, mate? Who else we got out on track? We've got a blank file. Commentator's curse, just going straight into the wall down. Jin, a member for 6 months. Thank you very much for your support, Jin. It's very much appreciated, mate. Have a look at Harry out on track. I think Harry's in 71. Let's just make sure we've got everyone in a different livery. Oh, that's in 71 as well. DeBline. DeBline, you need to change your name, mate, to Team MVRC, so I can keep an eye on you, buddy. Oh, come on, mate, that working. Oh. Why is it not showing up? Oh, I might have to restart. This is bloody this is a nightmare. You may have to watch the official broadcast, guys. Yeah, Bumblebee, I understand what you're saying, mate, but for some reason OBS is not picking up the... Let's have a look here. Let's see if we can pick it up. Game capture. Oh, that's why, because it's on a different... Hopefully that will pick it up now. There we go. There we go. Right, let's get out back on track with Drew. Hopefully you can see that now, guys. I broke it already, yeah. Absolutely, mate. DeBline, if you can hear me, mate, you need to change your livery, not livery, your name to MVRC. You need to do that before the start of the race, mate. If anyone can let him know, I'd appreciate that. Karazida, it's coming up as MVRC, but I've noticed on the overlay it's coming up as an independent. Yeah, so guys, you need to change your names to reflect your teams that you're driving for tonight. Let's have a look at the G-Bear, the world famous Grandpa Bear. What a lovely livery that is. Very nice. Right, let's just remember I've got to get into the broadcast room at some point. Martinez, what an absolutely fantastic livery. Right, I need to turn this down a little bit, just so I can hear myself think. Yeah.
Hey.
Hello, buddy. How are we?
I'm fine. I have to turn off this push to talk. Because if not, I cannot do 10,000 things and then having the push to talk.
Yeah, no problem. I've got to keep push to talk on because obviously I'm streaming to my stream as well. So you don't want to be hearing all that.
No worries. Can you talk a little bit longer so I can set you up in the sound correctly?
Yeah, no problem. I'll just carry on talking. I'm just like watching Martinez at the moment in his Martinez livery. We're going
Perfect,
through.
thank you.
Yeah, all done.
Yeah. I mean, it's not rocket science.
Right, let me turn down the volume.
See that normally people are in the yellow and only here and there pointing to the red and sound is so.
Let's have a look at J-turn on the track.
So, are you gonna be commenting on your channel and this channel, or just doing the camera and I'll be commenting everything?
Mainly commentating on your channel, on the official broadcast, but obviously that will go out on my channel as well. So it's
yeah, sure, that's
no problem at all.
Okay. So, okay. No, I just wanted to know if I'm gonna be talking myself silly, which is not difficult, or not. Can you turn off the tower in Automobilista 2, please?
Turn it off.
Thank you.
Is that off now?
Oops.
No.
Okay.
Is that off? Is that off? Is that all good?
Yeah, it's off. It's off.
Excellent.
This is such a difficult. I mean, these cars are of course the classic, but Bathurst is. It's going to be a race of attrition.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. I mean, we chose it because I mean it's a big favourite for our community, and we feel like we've got quite a strong team for this particular race. So, but yeah, it's just such a classic combo, isn't it? The Super V8 at Bathurst, they belong together. Yeah, so Sergio, I've just noticed that Karazida on the AMS2 tower has got MVRC, and I think he should be independent, and also Deblind Drifter.
So we're not showing the Automobilista 2 tower. We have our own tower. We have the.
Okay, so even on the Sim Hub one, Deblind is not showing up as MVRC.
Okay. So this is then that one gets the SimHub tower gets information from Jay, and then it's quite possible that whoever that was did not change the name correctly before starting Automobilista 2.
Okay, well, I mean, we can differentiate from them anyway, but it just you know, just letting you know.
Yeah. So I got that set up.
Speaking of the blind, let's get out on track with the blind.
Right, then Reza. Ooh, 45 minutes ago, Reza already said about our race. That's always good. That brings us a lot of people.
Yeah, that's really good.
I mean, it helps that Jay with Just Race and the AMS2 has always had a good connection to Reza, and I have a very good connection to Reza over the years. So I've had a lot of wonderful conversations with those guys, and there's a couple of developers who have told me if there's something that is not easy to understand in the information from Reza, just let us know and we'll explain it to you.
That's perfect.
Yeah. When they consider the work that you're doing good enough that they say, hey, ping me on Discord and we'll explain it to you, it's great. And also I get told a little bit of internas of what they are doing specifically, what they are programming, why things are taking that long or that time and so on. So it's great.
Yeah, it's good to know. It's good to have that relationship.
Yeah. Something that I'm also doing with the people from Rennsport.
Very nice, very nice. Right, let's
There's one thing that as a journalist you have to have, journalist and PR, is good rapport with the people you're talking about. And, if you're not an asshole like many media and you just say it how it is without being mean or something like that, then at least they will respect that you're saying what you see and not trying to disturb you.
Of course.
I mean, if I've had it a couple of times where people were like, "Oh, how could you say that about us?" and blah blah blah. Not on sim racing, completely something different. And I was like, "Yeah, but did I distort any facts?
Yeah.
Did I say something that wasn't true?"
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Yeah. Did I say something that you told me in confidence?
Ricky, you love it, mate. You love it.
Okay. All right. So, yeah.
We've got a strong team tonight, guys. We've got a strong team. Let's have a look at the velvet voiced Rocco. Now this guy would be great for commentary. Such a good voice. Hey Paul, how are you, mate? I'm just flicking through some drivers at the moment, just out in practice, getting used to the controls, and even I'm going to try some little fancy cams in a bit.
Yeah. So there's a lot of inside cams that you can use, or from the bonnet or stuff like that. One thing that's always very good is when a driver is overtaking another driver, to show it either from the inside of the cockpit or from the bonnet, so that you see the action from the car, so to speak.
Yeah, I will do my best, Serta.
Yeah, no worries, mate. That's what we all try to do, and as you were a virgin as a couple of hours ago, I'll go easy on you.
I appreciate it. Where's my old mate Dud? I'm sure he'll be here very soon to critique my director skills.
It was a little bit more difficult that Reza was tweeting about us, but now they do it for every race, and that brings the numbers.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I mean, we're doing them a favor. We're showing with every race how many cars, how many tracks, how diverse Automobilista 2 is. So,
well, look, it's been the mantra really of the MVRC. Is like we brought in so many new players, I think, because we try and get as many eyes on the sim as we possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, we're doing a great service, I think, for Razer.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
you know, by playing it, like I stream it virtually every night for the last year, and yeah, and our community's grown so big. Do you know what I mean? In such a short space of time. But like I say, it's my go-to sim at the moment.
I think it's got the best physics of them all, and I'm measuring my words very precisely. I think it's got now, after the 1.5, it's got even better physics than R Factor 2.
I can't really comment on R Factor 2 because I've never played it. I've tried to. I spent, I think, 45 minutes or so trying to get my wheels set up, and it just wouldn't have it. So I just it went on the back burner.
Well, of course, also because we report about everything, we have R Factor 2, but also because I like to drive R Factor 2 too. I mean, it's a great sim, but I understand the issues that you were having, as it's something that I've heard often enough.
I think as a community, I think we've kind of decided that we're going to try and give R Factor 2 a go, just because you know, it gets a little bit stale when you play the same game out, like, you know, every night. So
on the other hand, Automobilista 2 has so many frigging cars and tracks, and now that they've made that we have the Automobilista 2 content manager, you can put mods so easily inside.
Yeah, I mean, we've done a few mods nights, and some of the mods, especially from Thunderflash, are incredible.
Yeah. I mean, the modding community is starting to warm up. I hope it takes off soon. I have a couple of videos planned about Automobilista 2 mods, but of course, where to take the time. So yeah, and Thunderflash is great. Man, these guys are pushing it really to the limits.
There's some real good times already.
Yeah, but if you see them driving, they're really driving the cars to the limit. It's so great.
It's like Jim said at the start. With this car and this combo, you can get into like a trance-like state, but like you can snap out of it so quickly, lose concentration, and you know all the work you've done for sort of like 30, 45 minutes goes out the window because you start bouncing off of walls and stuff.
Yeah.
Dan Lewis with a 202 flat. Go on, Dan. I've got to be a little bit impartial tonight, but obviously I'm going to be cheering on our boys, not in the actual commentating, but on stream. Come on, MVRC. So Harry's up there as well with 203.8. Where's DeBline? DeBline Drifter, 204.7 at the moment, but I imagine he's probably doing some actual race laps there. We'll soon find out in qualifying. We've got 8 minutes to go, but it's good to see. It's good to see Dan up the top there. He's going to have a battle with Drew and David, especially if they get out in front. They are going to obviously go round in formation. So I'm hoping Harry can get a decent start, get up there with Dan, give him a bit of a backup. Same with Drifter as well. Drifter has got really good pace round here in the Super V8. But you look at Rocco, Blank, you know, Noodle, they're all up there. Teenez, Grandpa Bear, all incredibly quick round here. But it's a 60-minute race, guys, so it's gonna be a battle. Guys, thank you for joining me tonight. As you can see, I'm not racing. I'm going to be commentating on the official broadcast as well as with you guys. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. I have linked the official broadcast. I haven't actually linked it in my chat, so let me link that quickly now, just in case you guys want to watch the official broadcast. I've got to find it now. There we go. That's not going to go live, I don't think, until 9 o'clock. But that is the official broadcast. I'm going to be trying to keep an eye on that to try and interact with. In fact, we can do this. Move that. I've got so many windows open, guys. I need to move that to there.
15 minutes.
Say again, buddy.
15 minutes.
Do you know if we're going straight into qualifying after this, or are we going to have a little break, or?
You mean what they are doing? They are going into qualifying after a couple of minutes. I think they need a couple of minutes to set everything up. But
Yeah, no problem.
this is going from practice to qualifying to race, always with something like a minute or two.
What time does your stream start, mate? Just so I've linked it in my.
In 14 minutes.
Okay, mate. I've linked. I'll keep linking yours in my chat as well, so just so people can see the official broadcast as well as the director's view, if you like.
Ah, great. Sounds very good. Director's commentary, like on DVDs or Blu-rays.
Yeah.
And of course, Facebook is crapping.
Right, I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm just going to go and use the bathroom. I'll be right back, mate. I'm just going to go and use the bathroom quickly.
No worries.
Dan the mountain man. It's going to be a tough race, but I've got every confidence in our boys. In Dan, Harry, Karazida, like, who's driving as an independent tonight, but he is Team MVRC through and through. And, of course, the Blind Drifter. Strong team, very strong team. Quick look at Roy, another friend of the channel, friend of the community. We're getting their last bits in. Hey Stoner, how are you, mate? Thank you for joining tonight, guys. I very much appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind smashing up the like button. I'm not racing, but I'm co-commentating on the official broadcast as well as streaming to you guys. I'm really nervous. I really do appreciate your support tonight, and keeping me in check. And obviously, there's probably going to be a few METZ ups, isn't there? I'm sure there will be, but I will do my best to not embarrass the community. Right, Drew just putting a 201.5, putting a marker down. That's a good time, very good time. Just under 2 temps. But Dan is way up there. He's right up there, Dan Lewis. Look, Dan puts in a lot of time on these Community Cup races. It's inbuilt into a AMS2 family homestead. If I just yeah, look, fancy cams. It's just I use the plus and minus keys on the numpad. Fancy cams, come on Harry, you can do it, mate. De Blind, Harry, Dan, all in the top 10, top 8 even. So look, this is a long race. Like I say, Dan puts in a hell of a lot of time. Like sorting out the strategies for the team. Very dedicated for these Community Cup races. But look, at Bathurst, the top 10 are within 2.5 seconds of each other. I mean, that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. But we've got 3 different drivers from 3 different teams in the top 3 positions, which is great for the community. And look, MVRC, we're the new boys here. We're in 3rd place overall. It's we're putting up a good fight. We're putting a good showing. I mean, to be fair, yeah, exactly, Paddy. The top 15 are really quick times. Well, I'm just trying to think what I can move off of. What can I move off of this computer, just so I've got a bit more space? I don't think there's much I can move really. I can bring I could maybe move that over. Let me see if I can get that up on this screen, and we can lose that then. So I'm just waffling to myself, guys. Let's get that. Is it site? Yes, we've got a tower there, so we can I can lose that one. We'll lose that off that screen, which is great. Right, practice is complete, guys. We've got David is the only car out on track. I think it's going to be a couple of minutes, guys, and then we're going to go into qualifying. I think the official broadcast starts at 9 o'clock. So that'll be during qualifying. So I will be chatting to you guys as well as commentating on the official stream as best I can. Right, David's in. Oh, he's just having a little moment there. So, practice session is over. These are the times.
Of course, true face.
Yeah, it was. It's good to see. You know, the top three are from all different teams. That's really good for the Community Cup, I think.
Yeah, let's wait until the qualifying is over. But yeah, at least this time it's not such a walk in the park for curb clippers as it was last time.
Right,
And you'll have to turn the info off again, yeah. And before the race, you'll have to do it again.
yeah, no problem. Timings as well.
So now everything is okay. Now I don't see anything.
Perfect.
But when the race starts, you'll have to turn it off because that's what Automobilista 2 does.
Yeah, no worries, no problem. Right, guys, we are now in official qualifying. So the contenders, there's anyone in the top 10 can win this. Anyone in the field can potentially win this. To be fair, but obviously from a team perspective, we're looking at Dan, Harry, De Blind Drifter, and Andre Carazida to do really well, get a really good times, fancy cams. Right, let's have a look. So these are out laps at the moment, guys. I think was Flying Hawkick the first out. I think he was. So he'll be setting the first time potentially if he doesn't go off track. So we've got 20 on track at the moment. I think we should have had yeah, there's female drivers.
Nice, already 14 viewers waiting for us to start the stream.
Excellent, mate. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Right, Drew's got a bit of clear track in front of him. Who's that behind Drew? I've got a feeling it's Dan. It is, it's Dan. So let's ride on board with Dan. Obviously a little bit of favouritism with the cameras. Just for this qualifying lap. Oh, he's getting a bit loose. He's lost it. Unfortunately. Let's get back on board with Drew. This is first Drew's out first lap. First flying lap. Very close to the wall now. Using every inch of track. This is going to be the marker. A 201.7 for Drew. It's a great, it's a great marker, isn't it? It's a really good time. Nessie coming in with a 205.4.
1
Rock.
minute.
Righto, mate. Rocco with 208.7. David a 211. Obviously a little bit of traffic going on there. Let's ride on board with Tinez. Carazina coming in with a 205. Almost flat. Obviously traffic. Look at that. Sexy Mo. So, do you know what? Some of these liveries are absolutely incredible. So it's KCSR 1 and 2 at the moment with a 201.7 and a 202.5. Thank you very much, guys, for hitting the like button. I really do appreciate it.
And we're going live.
Dan had a little bit of a mishap on his...
Greetings, Rummies, and welcome to Rum, the channel sharing the joy, sim racing, and to a very special race of the Automobilista 2 Community Cup, because it's a classic. We are seeing, ouch, we are seeing some accidents. We are seeing Super V8s on Bathurst. I'm not alone, because that would be quite boring. As Ike is preparing the Sim Racing Expo and cannot make it today, luckily Metz has jumped in. Hi mate, how are you?
Hello mate, yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for having me onto the channel and being your co-commentator for the night. Really looking forward to this race, and it's a pleasure to be with you.
Pleasure to have you here commentating, and you will be the one responsible for the camera, and it's your first time, so go easy on him if sometimes he gets the wrong camera. That happens. It's not an easy thing to do on Automobilista 2.
Like I said earlier on, I will do my best and I'll try and keep abreast of the action as it unfolds. But like I say, it's my first time, and just give me a break, guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. A question to the viewers: how is the sound? We hope it's great.
So, I mean, we've got...
Waiting for that. We already have 2 races. Therefore, we have a better image of how the teams are doing. We have Curb Clippers, no surprise, on first, but they are not too far away. The AMS2, Automobilista unofficial, are quite near. They are only 32 points away. That's not much. That's a couple of wins for AMS2, and Curb Clippers are relegated to second. We have MVRC on third, and they are not that far away. Truth to be told, first to fifth, with fifth being 58 points away from the first position, are not that far away. Curb Clippers were in a stronger position last season, last year.
Yeah, I think I mean, Curb Clippers are probably the yardstick to which we all aspire to be. But like you say, I don't think we're going to get it all their way this year. Obviously, speaking from my point of view, MVRC, we're the new boys to the championship this year, and hopefully we'll put up a good fight. Obviously, we're going to try and go for P2 overall, but they're very strong. There's a lot of strong drivers right throughout the grid.
And that's great because that gives us fantastic racing. And as you can see already, if some of the cars, these guys and gals are gonna be painting the walls of Bathurst, because Bathurst is a race of attrition most of all.
Yeah, I mean, it's a combo, I think, that goes hand in hand, the Super V8 at Bathurst, but like you say, it requires maximum concentration throughout the entire lap, and a 60-minute race, it's you literally can't take your eyes off of it, because you can undo so much good work in a split second when you start bouncing off the walls.
Especially when you're up the mountain, up Mount Panorama, and the walls come nearer and nearer, and you cannot do anything against it because you messed up at the beginning of the corner, and well, that's how it is in racing.
Yeah, it's very punishing. Like, you know, even like coming down the mountain, if you get your line wrong at the top, you're going to get your line wrong all the way down the mountain, and it can cost you time, and obviously it can do a lot of damage to your car.
Ouch, like we're seeing right now. That must have hurt. But also it's dreamy to watch the Super V8s in their natural habitat, Bathurst.
Yeah, like I say, it's a combo that goes hand in hand, and when the drivers get it right, it's an absolute joy to watch.
Yeah. And when they don't, it's also interesting to watch.
That's also a joy to watch as well, because you know that they're human. Some of these drivers have got alien pace, and you know, when they do make the very rare mistake, it makes the rest of us feel a little bit happier. So as you can see, at the moment we've got Drew KCSR leading the way with a 2014. Followed by David, also from KCSR, 202.2. Very close, really, between the top six. The top eight really are really close together. But yeah, it's going to be a great race. I'm really looking forward to this one.
And Dan Lewis being the first KCSR driver reaching up to the 201. I mean, Drew face, as almost was to be expected, is like high up there with a 201.339, a very low 201. And Dan Lewis, on the other hand, from MVRC, is on a 201.883. 201 on Bathurst.
Come on, Dan. Yeah, Dan puts in a lot of time on these Community Cup races. He's very dedicated for the whole team, and he puts a lot of time in away from everybody. Do you know what I mean? Gets decent setups and works tirelessly, really, for the whole team. But it's great to see Dan up there, battling the top boys.
By the way, there's a couple of drivers that are not yet there. I remember seeing in the Discord that some were planning to get on at the end of qualifying, as well, they were driving back from work or stuff like that. So it's quite possible that those will just be able to do 1 or 2 laps on Bathurst at the end. But in any case, we have 22 drivers.
Yeah, well, even 22 drivers is quite a lot around Bathurst. So we'll just see how it pans out.
Especially if they pile up on the mountain.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it takes is just one little mistake, and it can cost so many cars time and stuff. So, you know, we're hoping, fingers crossed, touching wood, that we get a nice clean opening lap, and let them spread out a little bit, and just see how the race develops.
These are great drivers, as we saw already last year, and we've seen this year in the first 2 races. So yeah, fingers crossed. Bathurst is great devourer of cars, a great devourer of drivers. But yeah, I mean, 1 hour here, man. I bow my hat to anyone who survives over 10 minutes. Even more if they survive the whole hour.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you say, the driving standards and the level of these drivers is pretty high. It's probably the cream of the AMS2 community. I'm pretty sure that we'll have a great race, and these guys will show just what they can do.
I just noticed Grandpa Bear has Grandpa as his car sign. Well, now we're about to see it from behind.
Ah, yeah, G-Bear.
Oh, qualifying complete. So those two drivers who did not make it in time are going to be starting from the last position.
So if you look at the top there, Serta, we've got 3 drivers from 3 different teams, have all broken 202. Absolutely fantastic qualifying from Drew Face, from Rocco, and from Dan Lewis from MVRC. KCSR bringing up the 4th and 5th with David Sobrero and Blank File. Evil Noodle, Harry from MVRC and NRT Flying Hawkick, Tinez and J-Turn rounded out the top 10.
Interestingly enough, Automobilista unofficial are quite down in the qualifying. They've had great finishes in the first 2 races. I wonder if this is not their cup of tea or what's going on there. But things can, of course, change during the race, especially in Bathurst.
Absolutely. I think, look, anyone who's in this race could potentially win it. You know, if there's something goes on at the front, that literally, you know, we could have like 8 people out, you know, so quickly. But very, very, very great qualifying from all of the guys. Come on, MVRC.
We're just waiting for the race to start.
Serta, where do you usually, where does the camera usually go, like for the start of the race, to get as much of the start as possible?
I would use something like a track camera.
And position?
Oh, I don't know. I think they don't. There's Automobilista 2 has 2 track cameras, right?
Yeah, no,
So
I mean,
check-
you know, who should I focus on, just so we get the maximum amount of people? Do you know what I mean?
Focus on something like the 3rd or the 4th, like Dan Lewis or David Sobrero.
Yeah, no problem.
I think, because I expect Drew Face to just disappear into the horizon.
No, that's not going to happen tonight. Dan Lewis is going to disappear into the right. Absolutely no bias from me on commentary tonight. MVRC all the way. Come on, MVRC. But like, good luck to every single one of the racers. But obviously, there's going to be a slight bias from me being Metz from MVRC.
So yeah, put it on the 3rd or the 4th, then we can see most of what is happening at the front and at the back.
Yeah, I will try and keep an eye out for the action.
Yeah, well, and of course the start of the race is gonna be difficult to follow all the action because, well, it's the start of the race.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just reading your chat as well as my own. Certain Dud's coming in straight away. Don't listen to Metz. He's a Spurs fan. So good evening to everybody in Rom Rom's chat. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for joining us tonight.
All right, so the race is gonna start in 2 minutes. I got told by race control.
Excellent. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Come on, guys.
Spurs, is that football?
Yeah, it's the mighty Lily Whites, Tottenham Hotspur FC.
All right, that's football is like if it's got no motor, any sport has lower interest for me. So that's why football is something that I know that exists, and that many people are crazy about, but it's something that, yeah, I understand it. I can explain the offside to anyone and explain it so that that person understands it. But anything else, I'm not that big into it. But I'm big into driving and into racing.
Right, we've got
Did I think I've told that story a couple of times ago. There
Drifter was in
was a
P14, guys.
community where just for giggles we went, that was with Assetto Corsa Competizione. We went into Bathurst with stormy weather, like really stormy. And the winner was the one who had the less accidents because, of course, with stormy weather on Bathurst, you're going to be crashing. It was fun. It was something like Wreckfest on Assetto Corsa Competizione.
Excellent. Right, guys, so we've got probably about a minute to go before the start of the race.
Ended up doing a 2:00.883.
Yeah, I've just noticed that. Sneaky one at the back end of qualifying there. Well done to Drewface. Breaking, the only person to break 2:01. That's an incredible time around here.
2:00. Yikes. That's going to be difficult for the others to reach that.
As you know, sir, to qualify and race, they're two different things. With a little bit of pressure with someone behind you, do you know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. But I've got high hopes that we have a really close race today.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you look at the numbers, everyone but Drewface is quite tight together. I mean, positions 1 to 6, or let's say positions 2 to 6, are separated by something like a second or something like that. Right. So the race is gonna be starting soon. Perfect. That looks very good.
Some of these liveries are absolutely fantastic, aren't they?
Ah, yeah. They're all specially made for every race, for every car. The Automobilista 2 Community Cup drivers set up new liveries so that you can see all those cars in their wonderful glory. And some are quite fun.
Yeah, I've seen like the dead ball gives you steak. That is absolutely fantastic. They're just some of them, like, you know, they are so good, so imaginative.
Martinez with his Martinez livery, like Martini, but as he's called Tines and so on.
Yeah.
Although there is a cocktail called Martinez, but that's a different story.
Come on, MVRC.
So, anytime now, race control.
Oh, it's tense.
Okay, imagine how tense it's gotta be for the drivers.
Yeah, see, the thing is, like, if you're at the front as well, you're just praying that people just hit the brakes. You know, do you know what I mean? That's the only thing, isn't it? Especially here, because it's a really tight turn. All right, here we go, guys.
Oh, I think that was either David Sobrero or Dan Luis who started too early. For the rest, Rocco has already taken the first position.
Oh yeah, Rocco in
second. Dan Luis and David Sobrero on third and fourth, but Rocco Thamanoidis is on first position, was able to overtake Drewface. That's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, so it looks like a pretty clean start as well. I don't think there's anyone that's been left on the grid or anything like that. So first time up the mountain for these guys.
Cold tires, cold brakes, all racing very near to each other, of course. that sound? Ouch! Rocco touching a little bit the wall. That's not gonna be the first or last time it happens. Drewface. Oh, a little touch from Dan Lewis against Drewface. It's bound to happen, especially here. Oh, these curves are always so difficult.
Look how close they get to the wall. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. Up, another touch from Dan Lewis.
Oh, there's a little tap there, and I think David's got the better of Dan on the right-hand side there.
Oh yeah, and David. Oh, David and Dan. The next one is aha. Okay, so David put himself in the right position, but they're driving so near to each other. I think something's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's very good driving though from all of these guys. Oh, David's coming into the pits.
Yeah, I suppose he's serving a drive-through because he started. He jump-started.
He was the one that got the jump start, was he? Let's have a little bit. Go down the further to the grid a little bit.
So who are we seeing? J-turn.
J-turn. He's chasing down his teammate there, Tinez. I don't think they'll be involved in too much of a battle there.
David comes out of a pit on 16th position after serving his drive-through penalty. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's a shame. I don't know whether he was rolling back and then just went forward or literally just got a jumper.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah, but he's gonna have a battle now to get through this traffic.
Oh, absolutely. Drewface at the moment only 0.2 of a second away from Rocco Thamanoidis.
Yeah, the top three there just pulling away a little bit.
Yep.
I think we kind of expected that, judging by the qualifying times, though, didn't we? The top three.
Absolutely. They were all in the 2-0
Come on, Dan.
or even 2-0-0s, so. Yeah, Kevin Barber on the chat saying cars are feeling even better on the AMS2 beta. Yes, absolutely. They've been working on all the tire treads and seeing to it that the tires get even better than they were until now. And Drewface, like, trying to get... Oh, and Drewface gets first position back from Rocco. And Rocco had a moment there, which is not unexpected.
Oh, Dan's up the inside.
Lewis, he gets it done.
Yeah, nice clean pass there from Dan. He's keeping a close watch on Drew. It's great to see these cockpit views. I think, like I say, it gives you a really good perspective on how close they get to these walls and how far they're really pushing the cars. Oh, Drew getting a little bit loose there, coming out of that turn.
That's something that can happen in Bathurst quite easily. Walls are very near. Always try to get the most of it. So, and some of the curbs are so near to the wall that we as racers are accustomed to drive over the curbs, but sometimes we overdrive, especially on Bathurst. And on Bathurst, if you overdrive over the curbs, the wall is saying hello.
Oh yeah, it's so easy to unsettle the car here, isn't it?
Especially on this. Ow!
Oh, there's a little bump there. So Rocco's just dropped back a little bit.
Yeah, he's almost 2 seconds. Whoa, even longer. Did his car take some damage?
No, I've kept an eye on Rocco. It doesn't seem like he's taken any damage. I just think maybe he's just settling in and just seeing what happens in front of him.
I mean, it's a long race. We still have. We're only 8 minutes into the race. A race that is planned to be an hour. So, yeah, there's some moment where you say, "Wait, I have tires. I have to take care of my tires. I can only change them once. So let's see to it that my tires survive until the middle of the race. Not push too hard. I'll push at the end of the race."
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Tyres is crucial. I think Rocco's probably playing the right game here by just sitting behind Dan and Drewface and just seeing what develops.
Yeah, especially as we're talking Bathurst, we're seeing if one of those in the battle against each other ends up kissing the wall in a catastrophic manner, and therefore he can profit from it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just going back through the grid a little bit. We're riding on board with Grandpa Bear. As you can see, Team AMS2 running in formation, 8th, 9th and 10th.
Yeah, at least that. I mean, there's support in that, in maybe using the draft.
Absolutely.
So we have. It's interesting. While on the qualifying, we had the first six, or kinda 1 second away from each other, or at most 2. Now there are about 7 seconds away from each other.
Yeah, it's really opening up a little bit. Like Drewface and Dan are putting a little bit of distance between themselves and Rocco. But just over 2.5 seconds, and then it's another 2.5 seconds further back to Evil Noodle from NRT.
Oh, seems we have a DNF as the 22nd driver disappeared.
Oh, who was that? No, it's not De Blind. I've seen De Blind. Let's get on board with Blank File.
What battle are we seeing here?
Yeah, this is Blank File chasing down Flying Hall Kick.
Blank File, an old driver we've had already many times.
Thank you very much for the likes, guys. I very much appreciate you all. Thank you so much. This has been a bit nerve-wracking to start with, but I've kind of settled down a little bit now.
Really a thing of beauty.
Harry must be disappointed down in 17th at the moment. He must have had a moment. De Blind is doing really well. He's up to
Always wanting.
What's happened to Dan?
Overtake your opponent.
Oh, just sorry to interrupt you there, but I've just noticed Dan Lewis. He's dropped down to P11. I don't know what happened with Dan. Yeah, he's P11. He must have had a moment.
Yeah. What a pity. What a pity, because he was quite near to Drew, and it looked like a battle for the centuries. Oh.
Yeah, it did. It looked promising. I'm not quite sure what happened with Dan. I'm sure we'll find out in due course. But in the meantime, Rocco is just over 3 seconds behind Drewface, and Drewface is stretching his legs.
Yeah, Rocco just getting into his own rhythm, not letting anything else disturb him, and I think that's what you need to do, especially here. Always in racing, but especially in Mount Panorama.
Yeah, I mean, Drewface is class, isn't he? He's well known to MVRC. He comes into our lobbies very often. He races with us. He's obviously the class of any race that he enters, really. But yeah, as you can see, he's just stretching his legs. He's so smooth, and just looks in control.
So we get told turn 2 incident with Dan. So that's what happened on turn 2, which turn 2. That's a strange turn to have.
Yeah, it's well, we'll have to find out.
You come from the straight. Yeah, I mean, it can happen if you don't take care. There is a slight bump just before the corner, so if you don't take care in braking correctly, you may end up in the wall.
So we're just watching Dan coming out of the pits. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that wasn't a scheduled stop. So maybe he's kind of changed up his strategy a little bit, incorporated a stop. As you can see on the left side of his car there, it's a bit scraped up and that. So we'll see what Dan can do. He's more than capable of getting back into the top positions. Maybe not the really top positions, but we'll keep an eye on what he can do.
Yeah, and as we said, it's Bathurst. It's a race of attrition.
Yeah, and Tinez now as well has moved up to P6. He's on the move.
Can we check blank file against Flying Hawkick? Right near to each other.
Let's get on board. Let's get on board with blank file. This one is chasing down Flying Hawkick.
Grandpa Bear is behind Jay, but they're both AMS2, so they're not gonna hurt each other. Any pass there is gonna be friendly and organized.
Absolutely, they're not going to put each other in danger at all.
So that's what happened. David Sobrero is the one who got out. Remember that I said we had been reduced by 1? Maybe. So he had the drive-through because
the jump start.
But we'll have to find out what happened.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find out in due course.
Simracing is I can ask on Discord and see if he can answer. That was the driver that disappeared from the first.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see someone disconnected, or I'm not sure quite what happened, but hopefully we can find out and let you guys know.
I mean, he is a driver that is not known for rage quitting, so I don't think that's what happened there. Isn't that great with the liveries? There's somebody with a sexy mo.
Yeah, like it's a take of the old Texaco. It's absolutely brilliant. The Deadball, Sexy Mo, Martinez. There's some absolutely brilliant liveries. Very the imagination is brilliant.
I mean, they are having fun driving. We are having fun watching.
Let's get back on board with Blank and Flying Hawkick. They're side by side.
At the beginning of the mountain, you don't want to do that. It's not a good place to go too wide. Oh, nice.
Mark, you're absolutely right, mate.
That's the most difficult. Tight driving because you are on the mountain, and tight driving because you are in front or behind somebody in a battle.
Yeah, it's so hard to pass anywhere at Bathurst, other than like the long straights. Really, you've got to be so careful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean the mountain is not a place to
No, unless someone royally screws up, it's not the best place to pass. But this is where we might get some action here.
Yeah, now is the moment to get ready to pounce. Now is the moment to gain using the draft, and then use the next couple of curves to pass, to take the position. But I think he is a little bit too far away.
Yeah, I think he might be just setting him up for the T2 going into T2.
Okay. T2, okay. I mean, these are the couple of parts of Bathurst where you have straights. After that, forget it.
If he gets a good exit here, you might see a little look. I don't think he's close enough.
No. Both had a good exit.
Yeah, both got a good exit out of there. Just looking at Grandpa Bear and Karazida are really close as well. We'll have to keep an eye on that one as well.
Is already 6 seconds away from Loco.
Yeah, he's getting it all his own way, isn't he, at the moment, Drew?
Without Dan on his heels, Loco is taking it easy, and maybe David could have done something in there if he wouldn't have had the drive-through.
Oh, ouch.
That was hard on the corner and over the curbs, and therefore hard into the wall.
Yeah, that might have done some damage as well, I think.
Yeah.
Just looking a little bit further down the field, Dan Lewis is up to P16. Remember, he had a very early pit stop, so he's done really well. And it looks like Karazida has gone.
What a pity, but I suppose that's either. Oops. What happened there? Ah, you changed.
Yeah, he's driving a bit of a crab now by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think his car is not 100%.
We'll keep an eye on Karazida. He might come in for an early stop now, I think.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. When you are driving on the mountain and you have somebody behind you directly on your heels, it's very difficult. A, to keep your cool, and B, to keep your racing line.
Yeah, like you say, you're literally on the limit the whole lap. You only get these straights are the only break you get, and if you're chasing someone like we're seeing here, there might be a move here into this corner.
Yeah, at least he's looking into the inside, but that inside gets covered. Now the corner, yeah, we'll take it. Now, to put a little bit of perspective, Drewface has done a 202, Rocco has done a 203, and Evil Noodle has done a 203. All the others below that. Whoa, see how they jump around. Bouncy cars on the bouncy.
Yeah, they really do. They do move around a lot. And these curves, they can really unsettle the car very, very quickly. Yeah, AMSU are going under the radar a little bit here, I think. Look, 6th, 7th and 8th, moving up the grid slowly.
Taking care of each other.
It's the way to do it.
I mean, on the second race, they finished close enough to each other that they did a great jump in the points. I think they're trying to do something similar.
Yeah, it's a good strategy. It's just unfortunate that our boys at MVRC, they were a little bit separated on the grid. I feel pretty sure if they was a little bit closer together that we would have a similar, probably would have had a similar situation.
And unlucky, of course, that Dan kind of.
Yeah, but I've still got confidence in Dan to still get up there. You know, he's on the back of the, you know, he's had a pit stop as well, and he's already up to P14. So we see some pit stops happening now. AMS2 all in, and Evil Noodle.
And we are. We're not that far into the race. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of pit stops going on now.
Do you think they're gonna do 2 pit stops?
Yeah, there's no way they can do. Well, I don't know. It all depends on how well you can manage your tyres, I guess, and fuel. We know that Drew Face is. We know that Drew Face is an absolute master at fuel saving.
Yeah. And taking care of the tires and everything.
Absolutely.
I'd like to see him in endurance racing, because there you have really to be very concentrated on keeping your tires well and the fuel consumption. Endurance is, for these kind of drivers, perfect.
Yeah, I think Drew Face drove the Daytona 24 last year on iRacing. I think with Tex Mechanica, and they won their split by an absolute country mile. And I watched a few hours of his stream, and his fuel saving strategy, like as a team, they were absolutely fantastic. But they were so far ahead of everybody else. It was a joy to watch, like how smooth he is with his inputs. But yeah, as an endurance racer, Drew's he's right up there with the very best, I think. As you can see now, Dan Lewis has moved into P6 after his early pit stop. He's obviously going to be stopping again. He's going to move up again, hopefully, a little bit with the guys that are now coming in for their pit stop. Drew, Rocco, Flying Hall Kick and Blank. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we've lost De Blind Drifter.
So he ended up having too much problems with the car after that.
Ah, right, okay. So Dan Lewis now in P4, but like I say, just bear in mind that he has had a pit stop, an early pit stop, so he will definitely be coming in for another pit stop.
So you expect at least some of the drivers to do 2 pit stops?
Yeah, well, because Dan came in so early, he will definitely be doing 2, I would imagine.
Yeah.
How am I doing, guys? Am I doing all right? My first official commentary. I'm doing my best. I've kind of settled down now, so...
Yeah, absolutely. Philip Allen on the chat says, what is frightening is that Drew has been massively fuel saving, and he's still this fast. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, like we said a short while ago, Drew is an absolute master at fuel saving, and like you say, he's still this quick. It's frightening. He literally is an alien, isn't he?
Yeah. We're seeing how strongly you have to drive these cars.
Well, we resume the battle with Blank Fire and Flying Hall Kick. They've been stuck together bumper to bumper for a great many laps.
Well, it's a great way to lose some weight a race like this. You sweat so much.
Yeah, I think Blank Fire will probably be saving quite a bit of fuel here himself, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, this is assuming they're gonna stop again, but because if we'll see, I think they're gonna be stopping again. I really do.
I mean, they went into pits like 20 minutes into the race. That's not much. I would agree with you that they're gonna do 2 stops. At least those who went in after 20 minutes.
I mean, Drew's having it all his own way.
Blank file trying to find a way.
I think you're right. I think he's just trying to force maybe a mistake from Flying Hall Kick. But both very experienced drivers. I think Hall Kick will know what Blank File is trying to do here and just keep his head, keep the car straight, keep it on the road, and make Blank File actually try and pass him rather than give up the position.
It's wonderful to see. That's the battles that we like.
Absolutely clean. You know, Blank File is probably he's following Flying Hall Kick, seeing where he might be a little bit stronger, where he might be able to make a pass, but not rushing it, being patient. And this is like you say, this is the kind of racing we want to see. Really close, clean, hard, fair racing.
It's still 40 minutes to go. So.
Yeah, it's like you say, there's no rush, is there?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, let's go to Rocco because Dan Lewis. Oh no, okay, let's keep watching that because there is an overtake happening.
Oh. Oh, Blank's up the inside here.
And he makes that pass, but now we have the straight.
Yeah, I think Flying Hall Kick might have another go back at him into T2.
Yeah. Let's keep with that while we keep in mind that Rocco is near to Dan Lewis. Ooh, he was thinking about it but thought better.
Yeah, he's got the better line. He's got the better line.
Yeah. Blank File went a little bit too late into the brakes and therefore lost the position. Went a page too wide. I think they're getting too hot, both the drivers.
And Blank retakes the position. Absolutely brilliant racing, guys. And Dan Lewis looking, he's back up to P3. Come on, Dan.
Well, also, of course, because of the pit stop. So
yeah, and look, Rocco's just taking him again. That looks like the end of Dan by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dan's race run, unfortunately.
Oh no, what a pity. Oh well, that's what I was saying. It's a race of attrition.
Yeah, it really is. Long. There's still 30 minutes to go in this race. It's a shame.
It was looking like an interesting battle, but it was cut short. So, Blank File and Flying Hall Kick are still at it.
They're still at it. I think they're going to be going at it like through the whole race.
Great. Yeah, because in some sometimes when one driver overtakes the other, he's so fast that he just disappears into the distance. But not in this case. In this case, Flying Hall Kick is keeping very near to Blank File. Now both drivers with the lights on.
Yeah, we should be getting some really nice visuals as we get into the sunset. Oh, what a shame. Yeah, we'll have to...
let's take a look at positions 9 and 10, Nessie and H. White.
Yeah, looks like a good battle developing here.
Yeah.
Harry H. White, of course, is our last remaining driver for MVRC, so we're pinning a lot of hopes on Harry doing finishing well here. Such a shame that Dan and De Blind are out of the race. They've got such good pace around here as well, and I know they were both really looking forward to the race. I feel for them.
Yeah, Bathurst, devourer of drivers, as I was saying.
It's
so
is.
easy to bin it. I mean, you can be the best driver in the world, and you still are going to bin it because Bathurst is really difficult.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Let's go a little bit further back. Just seeing Lake Wando and Chrissy H. They're pretty close and having a little battle between themselves.
Chris also with a wonderful livery, which those who know the thumbnail for this race may recognize because it's his livery that I took. Oh, he's looking at the inside. I think that's gonna be an overtake.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got that done nice and clean.
Yes. Okay. But as you can see with many of the cars, they have enough scratches at the side. What are we looking at?
We're looking at Harry H. White and Nessie.
Ooh, car getting a little bit squirrely there.
Yeah, Harry just had to, I think, back off a little bit there because he's on the outside of T2, and that's not where you want to be.
Did he go into pit already? Because the way his car is reacting, it may very well be that his tires are a little bit gone.
Yeah, I think he has pitted.
Oh, okay.
I can't. Don't quote me, but I think he has pitted.
Then it's the driving on the edge. You can see from the inside images how bouncy this track,
ouch.
This track is, and the wall says hello. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. Last thing that you want to do.
I just heard from the Blind Drifter, he had a pit bug. It wouldn't fuel him. He came back around to try again, and it still didn't fuel him. So that's the reason the Blind is out. He had this. He had the same bug a few weeks ago when we did a test race. It done the same thing, so I'm not quite sure what's happening now.
It's a known bug with Automobilista 2 that the developers know also about, and they're trying to find out what it is. They know also that there is an issue that sometimes happens with the tires, and they're working on finding out what it is. Also because it's difficult to reproduce.
Yeah, I mean, like I said at the start of the stream, the MVRC lobbies that we run, it's a real regular occurrence. The pit bug. It's a bit of a meme, really, in our community and on our channel.
Yeah. As said, Razer developers are aware of it and are working on finding it, but seems to be more difficult than they would like it.
Yeah, like you say, it's very hard to replicate on demand, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is a great battle.
Oh yeah. It's what I call a moon phase bug. once on a full moon we'll get the bug. Next time is gonna be in 28 days.
Oh, thank you, Chris. I really appreciate that, mate.
Yeah, it's the closest battle that we are having of them all.
Yeah, I am looking. The thing is, Grandpa Bear, Tinez, they're relatively close, but they're not going to be battling. They're going to be pulling each other around and being very careful. This is the closest battle that we've got on track at the moment.
Yeah, interestingly enough, the AMS2 drivers are all driving, so to speak, together. They are on 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yeah, like I said, they're going under the radar, and you know, Grandpa Bear at the moment is out front, but you can bet your life that Tinez and J-Turn are massively fuel saving. Tinez especially, who's right behind him, really.
Maybe strategy. Maybe
Absolutely,
I think it.
Discussed
before the race.
I think it probably is strategy. The fact that they've literally come through the field. I think those 8th, 9th, and 10th, weren't they, at the start? So 6th, 7th, and 8th, and they're just steadily moving through the field like a shark stalking their prey. And Grandpa Bear, he's not that far behind Flying Hawk Kick.
Yeah, if these guys continue. Flying Hawk Kick and Blank File are a little bit away from each other. Okay. So that's a battle that's disappeared. But not this one between Nessie from NRK and HY from NVRC.
Yeah, this is a great battle.
Also, it's getting darker, and of course, we are starting to see some mist.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, we are going to get finish, I think, with some really beautiful visuals in the sunset. But yeah, let's see how this is going. I'm keeping an eye on Grandpa Bear because he's closing Flying Hawk Kick down. I think Grandpa Bear probably thinks that Flying Hawk Kick has got his porridge, and he's chasing him down.
And it was the one with the right temperature.
Absolutely. Oh, Harry's having a look.
And
he's got the job done.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's gone off.
It's quite typical. You think you have the job done, and you realize too late that you got the job done because you were
carrying too much speed.
Yeah.
Carrying too much speed and not making the corner.
So let's see what Grandpa Bear is doing.
Yeah, let's go and have a little look, because he's only about 2 seconds or so behind Flying Hawk Kick now. Another beautiful livery.
Luis lost all connection to the game completely. His computer said nope.
Yeah, I'm just seeing in the chat that he's never had that before, where he's lost the keyboard as well. He just seemed to go straight on, didn't he? As he was coming down the mountain, there was no. He didn't even try to turn right. He just literally went straight on. So it's obviously he lost connection. Yeah, I feel really bad for you, Dan. Had high hopes, mate. It's a really good comeback after. What happened early on in the race, Dan? Can you let us know? We didn't see you was in P2 chasing Drew, and then suddenly you was in P11.
Meanwhile, it's getting darker. And Grandpa is chasing his porridge. Let's keep with that image.
Yeah, there he is. He's chasing Flying Hawk Kick down. Who's been eating my porridge, he's thinking, as he chases him down.
Okay, so turn 2 incident. Little loose on the curb. Yeah, those curbs. Pity that you lost all
Yeah.
connection to at the end of the day, all connection to the computer.
Yeah, it's such a shame that.
In any way, we are down to 19 drivers from 22 that started.
Yeah, still a good ratio, I think, at Bathurst.
Yeah, and we are almost 45 minutes into the race. So yeah, for Bathurst, if more than half of the roster survive.
So there's a few now that are taking, looks like they're taking their second stop. We've got Nessie, J-Turn and Lycondo in the pits.
Philip Allen is gonna refer to flying hockey as Goldilocks. Go ahead, mate. Go ahead.
So having a look at the top for Rocco. He's not far behind Evil Noodle now. Drew still stretching his legs, 17 seconds in front.
So not to say anything, but we're watching Roy at the moment, who's in 19th position.
No, we're watching Rocco.
Really? Are you sure? Because the livery clearly says Roy.
No, but on the side it says Rocco.
Okay. Okay.
No, that's definitely Rocco.
Okay. Then the livery is poking fun.
Right, so we've got Grandpa Bear, Evil Noodle and Tinez all in the pits.
Ah, for their second. Okay.
H. White also in the pits.
Did you see if Drew Face went into pits?
He's not got in there yet.
He's 45 minutes into the race and he hasn't gone once?
Oh no, he's gone once. He's had one pit stop. He hasn't got in yet.
I expect him to be on a one pit or on a one stop strategy.
I don't know. I think he might have to come in for a splash, but we'll see. Yeah, you can hear him fuel saving. Let's just ride on board with him for a lap. You'll see, and you'll hear how much fuel he saves per lap.
Yeah, and still, like, he's fuel saving and still driving on the edge.
Yeah, exactly. He's so quick, even though he's saving fuel.
Starting to get into the mountain. That's always a difficult corner.
How close he gets to the walls.
Yeah.
So in control of the car.
This one is always very difficult. You want to go on the curb, but you know that the curb is very near the walls. And now we got into the chicane. And now the, for me, very difficult part, you're going downhill, you're taking all the curves, you're trying to not go downhill like a grandma. And still, anytime you feel you're going too fast.
The thing is though, like the thing with Bathurst, anytime you feel like you're going too slow, you try and make it up in places where you just can't, and that's the danger of Bathurst.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a lap with the maestro himself.
Great to see.
And there we go, he's into the pits. Right, let's go and see if we can find some battles. We've got Lake Hondo.
So at the moment, let's.
We got two from Noobs, having a little. They're quite close together.
Yeah, 11th and 12th, I was gonna say. Yeah.
Nessie and HY are still only a couple of seconds separating them after their pit stops.
By the way, AMSU, front of the Team J turn 6, 7th and 8 again after their pit stops.
Yeah, like I say, quietly stalking their prey. I think Grandpa Bear might have a chance of moving up a couple of positions as well.
Yeah, I mean, let's even Noodle go into pits, and he's gonna be...
Right, we've got Flying Hall Kick and Blank File now into the pits. Be interesting to see where Flying Hall Kick comes out. He was, what, a couple of seconds in front of Grandpa Bear, wasn't he? So we'll just see where he filters back in. Yeah, I think he's taken a couple of seconds out of Grandpa Bear in the pits there, by the looks of it. Yeah, he's taken a little bit of time out of him. Not a lot. He's still quite close, but I think a couple of seconds were made by Flying Hall Kick there. So Grandpa Bear really has got a chase on for his porridge.
Maybe a little bit less fuel.
Yeah, quite possibly if he's been fuel saving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't forget Flying Hall Kick and Blank File were probably fuel saving off of each other for many laps.
Yeah. David is saying AMS2CC loves night races. Yeah, also because Automobilista 2 has a great 24-hour cycle showing great vistas. And,
yeah, Drifter, I'm gutted for you, mate. I really am. The fact it's happened to you again.
Bathurst at night is a scary proposition. We got races from another community who are doing Assetto Corsa Competizione, and their next race is gonna be Zolder at night.
Oh, very nice. I love that. I love night racing, and like AMS2, I think does day-night transitions and weather transitions better than any other sim.
Yeah, I tend to agree. If they at last get rid of that graphics bug where you see those shadow triangles.
Yeah, it looks like little spotlights, doesn't it? Like, you know, where a car's been. That's been there forever, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's again a known bug, and again something that they're trying to find out why the light engine is working that way and delivering that result.
Oh,
but I mean, when we are discussing bugs that are of such a difficulty level, who is going now into pits?
yeah. I think there's obviously been some kind of thing, because Harry's got in front of Nessie now, and he's 4 seconds in front of him, and he's chasing. He's now chasing down J-turn. Very talented driver, Harry. He's been away from the sim for about a month. He's only just come back, so he's really got back into the swing of it very quickly. Yeah, I'm just reading comments in your stream from David. You're absolutely right. Like night races, you know, track temperature plays a massive part in tyres and stuff like that. Which is why we decided in the end to go from a completely daytime race to one that sort of finishes a little bit colder and stuff. Just adds a little bit to strategy, I think.
Yeah. And also to the difficulty, because you're accustomed to a certain amount of grip, and then it gets colder and the grip disappears ever so slowly.
Yeah, just keeping an eye on blank file as well. We're very close to Evil Noodle now. Let's go and have a quick look at blank file.
Philip says the engine, the game engine, was coded by a completely different team and it didn't come with a manual. No, it didn't come with a manual, but Renato Simeoni, the boss of Reza, and Ian Bell are buddies. And I'm pretty sure that Ian did not only sell them the license to the full code, but also gave them a lot of pointers. And remember that Straight 4 and Reza are working together. And in Straight 4, there's a lot of the people that did the code of the Madness engine. So I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of communication happening. On the other hand, Reza, I've done magic with the Madness engine.
Yeah, I was just about to say they've really pushed the Madness engine beyond, far beyond, I think, what the Project Cars 2 development team even thought was possible.
Yeah. Well, we're watching here a 3-side battle, which is fantastic to see. Yeah, I call it the Madness Engine Plus Plus because they've gone really further than I suppose even Ian Bell thought it was possible. Also finding bugs that were very deeply into the code.
Yeah, well, the tires were the big thing, wasn't there? There was basically two sets of algorithms, calculating the tires.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why there is a 1.5 that has changed the physics so much, because now they get the tires calculated correctly, and that's why we're seeing so many changes within the beta.
Yeah, well done, Drifter. I feel gutting. I'm gutted for you, mate. I really am.
Because the beta has changes that came out of that physics change. Oh, we're gonna see an overtake. No, blank file thinks better and does not make it, but had a quick look into it. Blank file trying to get the 3rd position from Evil Noodle. Trying to get curb clippers higher up than they are until now. But blank file kissing the wall. You want to do that too?
Yeah, they're so on the edge, aren't they?
Yeah.
He unfortunately had a massive disconnect, Ricky. He had a bit of an incident in early on in the race. Pitted early, fought his way back up to P3, and then disconnected completely from the game.
It's now or never for blank file.
Yeah, it's I think he's still got time. He's still got 5 minutes. I think he's probably just going to line him up. I think and do him on the break somewhere.
I would expect that. Meanwhile, H White's passed the J turn, so H White is on 8th.
Yeah, let's have a quick look at Harry. Yeah, have a quick look at Harry. Well done to Harry for getting into the top 10. It's still still early days, but let's get back to the battle with Blank File and Evil Noodle. I think this is the closest battle we've got out on the track at the moment.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But Drew is in such a commanding lead. Look, 35 seconds almost.
Impressive. And blank file.
Here he goes up the inside.
it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a block pass, but he's made it. He's made it stick cleanly.
Yeah, yeah. Not an easy pass, but he did it. And trying to retake the position on the mountain is going to be
Does come on, man.
difficult, if not impossible for you.
I'm always saying about the algorithm. That's why I get you guys to hit the thumbs up and because it's good for the YouTube algorithm.
He's losing time quite fast. He's already 1 second.
Yeah, he's dropped back quite a lot, hasn't he? Maybe he was literally on the edge, and he's, he thinks, I can't stick with him. Let's just consolidate the P4 and just bring it home.
Yeah, to finish first, you have to finish first. And if Blankfile continues kissing the wall the way that he just did,
absolutely.
Because that brought Evil Noodle half a second nearer to him. So we are almost at the end of the race.
Yeah, we probably got another couple of laps, I think. Let's see where Drew is. I think he'll cross the line, and then we'll probably get one more lap, I would say.
Ouch.
Ooh.
True, don't do that.
Steady on, boy. Steady on.
Don't lose the race in the last lap.
Yeah.
And that's another bug that Automobilista 2 has.
Yeah, he's back to the future style.
Yeah. I hadn't seen that in a long while. So let's go back to Blankfile and Evil Noodle. Because they're still at it. And Evil Noodle is only
this probably isn't done yet. There could be a little bit of a last lap battle here.
We're watching a battle for the podium. So. Too wide there.
Oh, that was a shame.
Yeah, these corners are very difficult. Downhill, you're trying to drive as fast as you can. Oof. I always get scared.
It's the closest. It's the closest battle on the track at the moment. Drew's just started the final lap.
I don't want to jinx it, but it's the final lap and we have 19 of 22 drivers.
That's an absolutely fantastic ratio. For a 60-minute race in the Super V8s at Bathurst, that's really good going. So hats off and congratulations to all of the drivers that have completed this race.
Shows you the quality of these drivers because they've been driving on the edge.
Yeah, well, we've witnessed it today. Literally every single driver has been on the ragged edge. It's a tough combo. It's a beautiful combo. It's made for each other, but you've got to be 100% concentration the whole race. As you can see, there's been quite a few instances where you might hit a wall. And it can upset the steering, upset the car, and it can end your race.
And while we have you here, the next race is going to be on the 25th of October in 2 weeks. And it's gonna be Porsche RSR 1974 at Kansai. So 70s Porsches at Kansai.
Another great combo.
Yeah.
And there's Drew coming over the line.
He ends up first, as he's done in all the other races.
Yeah, dominant display again by Drew Face from KCSR.
Absolutely. And Rocco, I expect, is gonna finish on the second. Rocco.
Oh, there might be a little late lunge here.
Oh, no, that's somebody just getting out of the way.
Nah, he's a little bit too far back, but he closed it right up, did Evil Noodle.
Well, it was great.
Great racing.
We have the podium. We have Drew Face, Rocco, and Blankfile. Curb clippers, RPM, and curb clippers. Which, of course, means that curb clippers are gonna get a nice jump in this third of 8 races. With regards to Rum, tomorrow we're gonna publish our podcast, and we are going to publish another podcast sometime Sunday or Monday or something like that. A special podcast that we're gonna record at the Sim Racing Expo, where we're gonna be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And after that, we're gonna do at least 1 or 2 news extra from the Sim Racing Expo. We have already many interviews lined up, many meetings with companies known and unknown who are going to show us their products.
Ah, very nice, Mark.
And we have a lot more lined up.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that, mate.
There is already
I've done my best.
A script ready about R Factor 2.
I don't think I embarrassed MVRC.
And so on and so forth. With regards to the Automobilista 2 Community Cup, as I said, next race in 2 weeks, Kansai on 70s Porsches.
That's a great combo.
Let's
Kansai
and
the
get somebody in here.
minus the hair and fag and drink.
There he is, Drew Face. Hi, Drew. Congratulations on your first place once again.
Hey guys, how you going?
Yeah, congratulations, Drew. Great drive, mate.
Yeah, cheers. It was well, it was again, sadly, a race of 2 halves. The first half was pretty awesome, having pressure from, well, having a terrible start at first, mostly being distracted by David's jump start, and then I sort of dropped the clutch at that point and had to put it back down. So it meant that Rocco got an amazing start, and then it was clear that Dan and I had pace over him. Meanwhile, there's also a fuel game going on. We're all trying to save to extend, and it all got a little bit close on lap 1. But then, yeah, it was such a shame to see Dan spin at turn 2, because it just meant that I knew from that point, it was just a case of bringing it home rather than really fighting for the win.
Yeah, but it was great racing and great fuel saving, because did you do 2 pit stops?
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
the way this race would have run is, if you just pushed throughout, you would have done 10 laps, and if you did a bit of saving, you could have done 11 laps on each stint, and then ultimately, that would have saved you 2 laps of extra fuel in that final stop, which is, I think, what Blank and I did. I think we both extended that extra lap. Rocco extended the first time round, but didn't extend the second time, and then I don't think Noodle extended either. So it was just interesting to see where it was all going to work out between P2, P3, P4. And as for me, yeah, because of the space behind me meant that I could easily just cruise and fuel save and then use the final stint to try and put some pace down and get fastest lap.
Yeah, Drew. We rode on board with you for a lap, and we just like seeing you fuel save. And we're saying that you're the master of fuel saving, like even with the pace that you've got. And are still able to save that amount of fuel. It was a pleasure to watch, mate. And like you say, once Dan had the incident, I think it was you had it all your own way. Then there was no pressure, and like you say, you just brought it home and was able to keep the car in one piece.
Yeah, it was going to be a really interesting race actually, because it was clear that Dan was running less wing and I was running more wing, so I was faster over the top of the mountain. Then he'd catch me going down the back straight to the chase. So I knew I would be vulnerable going around the elbow, and I'd have to make sure I get a good run. And each time I did seem to do that. So it would have been really interesting to see how it works out. And yeah, the fuel saving thing is just practice. Doing these long endurance races on iRacing definitely helps, because you realize just how costly being in the pits can be. And so, yeah, I was able to lap in the mid to high twos and still save the fuel that I needed. So, yeah, that's what really helped clinch the win tonight.
So, congratulations once again. Thank you very much for being here for the interview. And don't take this the wrong way, but I hope we won't be having the interview with you on first for all the races.
No, I don't take it the wrong way. I understand what you mean. I, on the other hand, hope to speak to you week in, week
Of
out.
course.
Of course, Drew.
You do.
Congratulations,
Of course.
Drew. Dominant win, mate. Very well done.
Cheers, guys. Thanks again for commentating, putting in the effort, getting Automobilista 2 out there. And
Our pleasure.
yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Our pleasure. These races are so great. And we have number 3, blank file. That was a big battle that you guys had there. Blank file?
Yeah, I think Blankfile had a couple of really big battles, didn't he? With Blind Hall Kick for the first sort of half of the race, and then a really good battle with Evil Noodle towards in the second half of the race.
Yeah, somehow. Is your microphone on mute?
Oh.
Now.
I was pressing the wrong button. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Yeah, so like Metz was saying, I had quite a bad start actually, and I lost 3 positions, and I was running quite a bit of wing, which meant I couldn't overtake anyone on the straights, which was a little bit frustrating. Yeah, I can say that. But yeah, the fuel strategy did wonders again. Just extending that one extra lap meant I had a big undercut on Noodle and Rocco at the end there, and I gained like 10 seconds on them easily. So then the mother of all battles.
Oh yeah, that was a fun to see, fun to follow how Evil Noodle and you were well trying to outsmart each other.
Yeah, it was great fun. This.
Yeah, even the battle at the start of the race as well, though, with Flying Hall Kick. Was you able to save? Because you were literally bumper to bumper for probably 8 laps. You and Flying Hall Kick for much of the, like I say, the first half of that race. Was you able to save a lot of fuel in that? Because, like I say, none of you pulled away, and it just seemed like you was both fuel saving off of each other.
Yeah. I Flying Hall Kick was also fuel saving, I think, but he had less wing, so he pulled away on the straight, so I couldn't overtake him. But yeah, but yeah, that did help quite a bit. I saved like 8-9 liters on that, so almost extended 2 laps, almost. So that would have been fun, but didn't happen. But yeah, Hall Kick, very hard to pass. Didn't make any mistakes, so very nice drive from him.
Well,
Yeah, and
and you guys from Curb Clippers are now in a very good position after securing first and third.
Yeah, I was just about to say you've extended your lead at the top there with a first and a third. So massive congratulations to you guys. Another dominant display.
Thank you very much.
You're really hoping for the €50 Steam voucher from us, huh?
No, man, it's all about the competition. The money really doesn't matter.
Anyway, thank you very much. Congratulations on your third place. And we are getting number 2.
Yeah, congratulations,
here.
Bankfire. Well done, mate.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
See you next time. Rocco, that was impressive. You
Oh, what a race.
you started quite well, and then we got the feeling that you leaned back and said, okay, so I'm not gonna try to get Drew. I'm just gonna get into my rhythm and continue that and try not to kiss the walls too hard.
Oh, you're quite right. You know, it's one thing you don't want to have. It's like Trueface and Dan Lewis in your back. On the first 2 laps, I realized they are pretty quick on the upper section, so they drove more downforce than myself. I got with wing
Cheers,
0
Chris.
this
I
time.
appreciate that, mate.
Never thought
I've
was
enjoyed it
possible,
tonight.
but I made it up on the straights, and yeah, no need to battle them. I know they are pretty fast, so taking the risk of us 3 guys leaning back, as you said, and saving some fuel, which was quite important on the strategy.
Hey, and it worked. You ended up second, so hey, nothing to say against that strategy.
Yeah, best thing that could happen, being just right behind Trueface in a pretty important race. So great combo, and thanks for the RPM team also for practicing all day long and having a good result for us this time.
Yeah,
again.
I mean, you made 2nd and 5th position. That's nice points that you're gonna be raking up. So great. I mean, as I said at the beginning of the race, anybody who survives longer than 10 minutes on Bathurst on the V8s has my utmost respect. Surviving 60 minutes, taking it easy, and making 2nd. Wow! I bow my head to you, sir.
Awesome. Also,
Rocco
for AMS2 in itself. So, doing a race like that with all the finesse you need to drive those cars around Bathurst is just top notch.
Rocco, you had a really good start. Did you think maybe that you had a chance of potentially winning, or did you know that Drew would get in front of you, and it'd be just a case of you just consolidating what you had in P2?
Well, not really, because I knew Drew was like, as always, like 1 second faster if he is doing quali lap after quali lap in a race, and I'm not that way, so I took it more conservative and trying to finish without any error.
Yeah, well,
I'm quite happy staying behind. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I say it's obviously paid off because P2 around, like you say, around Bathurst in the Super V8s for 60 minutes is it's a race of attrition, isn't it? It's very hard to keep your concentration for that amount of time.
Yeah, very satisfying, even practicing it and doing better and better every day. So yeah, everybody who made it to the finish, congrats to you.
And congratulations to you for the 2nd position, and to RPM for making 2nd and 5th, which is a good result for the community.
Thanks.
Yeah, congratulations, Rocco. Great drive, mate. Great drive.
We hope to have you here more often because you have made it into the podium. And we are getting in the 3 drivers who we watched very closely because you guys were driving almost like together for most of the race.
Formation flying, these boys.
Yeah, it was a nice display for AMSU. We were for large chunks of the lap until I lost my pace rather, and struggled with the nerves of the pressure of Nessie and Mr. White. But for large chunks, as you say, we were 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9. It was quite a nice AMSU trio. Massive respect to Tinez and Grandpa Bear as well. I couldn't keep up with them, and it was really nice to see those guys just holding on and keeping it clean and consistent.
Yeah, well done, Harry. P8.
Grandpa, we were saying that you were trying to get the porridge from Flying Hawkick.
Yeah.
I wonder where that come from.
I wonder, Mr. Metz. I wonder. No, I was trying to push at the end to catch him, but I think I overfueled in the pits. So I finished with 22 litres.
Yeah, we sort of worked out you probably lost about 2 seconds or so in the pits. I think before you pitted, you I think he was about 2 seconds behind, and then when he came out, he was about 4 seconds behind. And yeah, as Dud has just said, that the Goldilocks and the porridge that originally came from Dud, so I have to give him a bit of credit, as much as I hate to.
Yeah, well, it was fun being with the lads, with Tinez and Mr. Turn, and I must apologise to Tinez and to Roy because I sneakily took the advantage there. I don't know if that was on stream. When
I
we
did nick
were
it, Dud.
overtaking
If you
Roy
don't
up
nail
the
it
hill.
down, mate, I'll nick it. You can't trust me,
Yeah,
mate.
I wasn't sure if Team Principal was going
But
to
you-
step in
you
and ask
do-
you to give the place back at
You
the end
do
of the
come
race.
up with
but
some really good
it might-
one-liners, mate. So
It might have been payback because lap 1 at the very first corner, I bounced off the curb a bit, and then up the first straight.
You're
had more
internet
pay- you had a
famous
better
now,
exit,
Dud.
obviously. And I might have impeded you slightly. I probably should have moved over sooner. You might have had to back out a little bit, but that was good fun winning in formation. I really enjoyed that.
Yes, so did I. It was good fun.
I was just going to say, guys, the start looked incredibly clean, and I mean, I obviously only got a very limited point of view, but given 20 plus cars on track, very skilled drivers, but certainly a range of skills out there, and I didn't really see much going on in terms of incidents. So I'm hoping, given the combo that showed on the stream, how great the driving was tonight and how great AMS2
Yeah.
was.
it was incredibly clean. It's a really, really good start. The only incident was David with a jump start. And I think Drew just started rolling back because he had dropped the clutch. So he was a little bit slow to get away, and Rocco sort of capitalised on that. But other than that, I don't think there was any incidents at all from what I could see.
Epic stuff, lovely.
I'm just watching the replay now. Just seeing Drew's move on end of lap 2, I think, to get back into first. My God, what a move! Absolute boss. That was amazing.
There were quite a few moves from a lot of drivers tonight that were so really clean, and it just highlights this Community Cup, the highest standards of driving. It really was a pleasure to watch.
I'm just glad
But
that I made
wait.
it through alive, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming back to you guys, was that a planned strategy to go all together during the race, or did it just result?
Oh yeah, definite plan. We kind of thought it was good promotion for AMS unofficials to have 3 people following each other around.
AMS unofficial.
No.
Go check it out.
Yeah, it was. I think I was ahead of G-Bear for a while, and he was clearly quicker up the mountain. But there's no way you can, and down the mountain. But there's no way you can overtake. So I'm quite glad when I eventually made a poor exit of turn 1, and he could just literally drive past me and drive off into the distance. But yeah, nothing planned. It just kind of played out like that.
Well, I certainly did not plan to out-qualify those guys. We've been practicing this week ahead of the race, and I was usually 2 or 3 tenths off the pace of these guys. So to qualify whatever it was, P9 or something ahead of them was a surprise. So I'm just happy to finish where I did. Obviously, we got a couple positions from a couple of times.
Yeah, it's been absolutely my pleasure. I was a little bit apprehensive at first, but once we got into it, I was fully on with it. It's been a pleasure. So thank you for asking me and having me on your channel and broadcasting to your viewers. Bad. What a combo that's going to be. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Well, there you go, guys. That is that's the end of the official broadcast. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I absolutely had a blast, to be honest. You'll never hear the end of it now. You will hear the end of it. Yeah, absolutely my pleasure. And if you ever need me again, just give us a call. If you're caught short, I'll be happy to help out. Yeah, no, no. I got my my channel at the director's view. So it's pretty much the same as the official broadcast, except I'd had the guys on the left hand side. But yeah, no, it was I enjoyed it. It was you know, not racing, but I was going to stream the official broadcast anyway. But to do this was great. I really enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. We'll see what my pace is like. At the end of the day, I want to put the strongest team out for MVRC. So if I haven't got the pace, then I won't be. But if I have got the pace, then I will be. Honestly, it was such a shame. He had a bit of an incident early on, but then he pitted early. Obviously changed his strategy, and he managed to save quite a bit of fuel, get back up to P3, and then just complete disconnect, which is such a shame. And De Blin as well. He had the pit bug where they wouldn't fuel him. Yeah, twice. He came back in, and it's just such a shame. Yeah, Harry done well. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think we was actually in P3. I think RPM were. I think so. Oh no, no, you were P2 and we were P3. RPM were P4. Yeah, they done really well. Yep, take care. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Serta. Thank you, Jim, for your help today. And I'll speak to you soon. There we go, guys. That was my debut on commentating. I'm certainly no Chris Rogers. Chris Rogers he'd be all over this. He'd love this. But I really enjoyed it. It's yeah, if I don't race, then I'm gonna do a bit of commentary. As Dad said, you're not gonna hear the last of it now. I don't know what my director skills were like, but I'm gonna watch the stream back and just look at my face for a couple of hours and see how well I did or how well I didn't. But guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for hitting the like button. 35 likes on a night where I'm not even racing, no community racing, but you supported the boys tonight, and I really do appreciate that. So that's it from me for tonight. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be back in AMS2 tomorrow after our little foray in Forza. I deleted Forza today, but then like at the end of the day, I watched Overtake GG's video on False Feedback, and I reinstalled it. So I'm gonna have a little play with Forza tomorrow, I'm going to play around with Overtake's settings and just have a look, because I want a game where I can just chill, even if it's like not streaming it. I just want to get it feeling like even halfway decent. But anyway, that's it tonight, guys. You've been legends. I've been Metz. I will see you tomorrow night. You take care of yourselves. Bye bye.